Well, look who's with us right now. It's Carol and Alvin Cameron. They have the last name the same, so you guys must know each other pretty well, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do we know each other?
Well, we were married for 51 years.
51 years! Congratulations.
On August the 6th.
Wow. So congratulations on that. Obviously, you guys share a lot of common interests.
Yep.
And the love of folk art is apparently one of them. You guys are with the Bytown Antique Club.
Yes.
Okay. So, Alvin, tell us about the Antique Club.
It's a group of people who have interests in collectible things, antiques, memorabilia, any of that sort of thing. It's a pretty wide range of collectible things, okay, including antiques and folk art.
Okay. So, Carol, how long has this club been around for at this point?
It's been around for over 45 years.
Over 45 years,
yes.
All right. How long have you guys been members of this club? Not as long as you've been married, obviously.
10?
About 10 years.
About 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so what made you decide to join, Carol?
Well, I guess I was just enthralled with the collections that the people that are members of the club have. And mm-hmm. everyone has different interests, but most of the things are old and interesting, and we just have become a little community.
Yeah, okay, wonderful. And I know that you guys have a lot of amazing pieces here that we're going to get to. So, Alvin, what does folk art mean exactly to you?
Okay, the definition is a little bit wide. Originally it was a useful utilitarian object, like a tool, okay, that was enhanced in some way that in no way affected its performance. You take a hammer, you carve something on the side, like maybe a picture of something, that's folk art.
Okay.
But that doesn't offer things like this, actual artistic things that were not meant to be a tool, they just were,
yeah, okay.
Folky.
So are you a folk artist yourself? Do you guys make art?
No, we just find it. We just find
okay.
it. Yeah.
So you just see the beauty in the pieces that you find. Yeah. Where's the best place? Any of you can answer this. To find folk art. I mean, do you go around to garage sales? Do you go to thrift shops?
Mostly we go to auction sales. There is a really amazing show coming up the first weekend in July over in Perth at the Bytown Club. It's a wonderful show. We've been going to it for probably over 30 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's a great show to go to.
Okay, which is wonderful. Okay,
that would be a really good place to pick up some interesting folk art pieces.
Yeah. So why is folk art so popular then? Why do people love it so much?
Because it's natural. It's spontaneity. It's not. It doesn't tax your imagination too much. It's real.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
And you have some real pieces here with you as well. So do we want to showcase some of the stuff we have here?
Sure.
Where would you like to start?
Okay, start with your sampler. Start your sampler.
Down here?
The sampler. Of course, initially these things were done to train young women how to make letters and numbers and so on, and to teach them basically how to sew. Okay. So this was done in 1888, so it was done a little later on, but in Canada, and the child that made this obviously loved every color of the rainbow. Okay,
so you're telling me that this piece right here is well over 100 years old?
Yes.
And it's remained in this condition for all that time.
Right, somebody took very good care of it.
Exceptional. Okay, so now we're getting even more colorful. We have this piece right here.
So another piece of needlework, obviously done around the turn of the century. A child was probably learning how to do different embroidery stitches, and they chose this art form, the crazy quilt, to do their work on. So this would have been one of a group of blocks to make a quilt. Perhaps the quilt was never made, or perhaps it was taken apart. I don't think so, but it's even got, you can see the very basic children's stitching, because it's not particularly well finished off, but it is beautifully done on the front.
And you're saying a child would have done this?
Yes, and they would have been learning how to work maybe with oil paints, because these are oil painting pieces, and there's a swan up here.
Okay, and that's exceptional, because I don't think at the ripe age of 40 I would even have any idea what to do.
And it was
Did you just say no, by the way? You just sort of agreed with me. Sorry, go ahead. No.
So there's little fans and things, and probably around 1890, 1900, because crazy quilts were coming into real fashion then. There's a lot of velvet in it.
Where would you have gotten a piece like this yourself?
Actually, we just picked this up recently at...
Oh, that was at Merrickville.
Yeah?
At an auction sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you never know what you'll find when you get it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, Alvin, also you got this incredible book here. So what are we talking about here? This is basically...
This was written by by John Fleming, who was head of arts at the University of Toronto. It's all about folk art. The whole book is from various collections all across Canada.
Okay.
Right from the Maritimes to BC.
Okay, so that obviously would explain the history of folk art right here in Canada.
Yeah.
a little better. Okay, so tell me about, I mean, we'll get to the other pieces as well, but so folk art obviously isn't just paintings. I mean, we're talking about handcrafted items and stuff like that. But why do people, because when I think folk art, I do think paintings. Is that what a lot of people think?
Maybe a lot of people do, because they don't realize it goes on beyond that.
Okay.
Far beyond, yeah. Like this.
Okay.
This wall box was meant to hold candles and maybe matches for the fireplace, but someone decided that this thing was just a little, dress it up a little bit. So they carved a star in there and holes and so forth, and they painted it. It came from the bottom of the valley, probably in Renfrew County.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could put just about anything in there, and obviously, like, it's very useful. Folk art can be useful.
It's useful and decorative, and that's the whole thing of it. Yeah.
Now, this piece here. Now, am I rude if I say that this looks like it might be a doormat, or is it a doormat?
Well, it was meant to be a rug, but a lot of these things are so decorative that they generally wind up not on the floor, but you can walk on them, on the wall.
Okay, because it would probably, because this is probably like 300 years old too, or something crazy like that, right?
Well, no? 1916.
Okay, well that's pretty old still, right? Yeah, so it's been around for a while. So you probably wouldn't want to clean your shoes on that.
No.
Okay, what is the difference though between traditional and contemporary folk art?
Contemporary folk art, if it's a one-off item, you know, that's fine. But if it's made as a series, what might be saleable and commercial, we don't look at that as folk art anymore. It's sort of on the borderline of, is it or isn't it? And folk arts are one-off, meant for a gift, there to be repeated, not a serial of things, and never for sale.
Okay. Yeah. This is wonderful. If people want to find out more about you guys, ottawacollectors.com is the website to go to find out more about the Bytown Antique Club. Wonderful. And another 51 years together?
Yeah. We hope so.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Carol and Alvin Cameron, and for bringing this amazing folk art to us today on Daytime.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thank you.
We've got more Daytime Ottawa coming up in moments.